Saturday back picking. Got new media mods with mics on them for the GoPros. Hopefully the audio's better. His yield's not reading right, so we're gonna see if we can figure anything out or not. Not showing enough. Gonna check the sensor up here at the top of the grain elevator. Coming out of the grain elevator, comes up this right here, drops it off here, reads it, and it comes up this auger into the hopper. Then there's little augers down there. They go over the side, down that side auger, and into the auger wagon. At least that's just how it works. But all this stuff looks good. We're gonna look to see if the elevator chain's tight or not.
Why the field average is really wacky, I don't understand that. It was fine.
Cleans the grain up here, shoots out the back what I don't want, or does want, falls through a bunch of different sieves.
Getting any tighter?
Down here, not really. Down to this, cuts across auger, to this chain. It's a little loose, we're gonna try to tighten it up. I don't know if it's a problem or not. At least these tight. Not getting any tighter.
Getting looser?
Maybe.
So David and I are still cutting beans down in King Bend. This woods line over here that you see is the Wabash River. It's just a little dusty. See David off in the distance. Here comes three more, I think, four-wheelers. Two in a side-by-side. This has been a playground for St. Francisville for years. And there's always people down here riding their vehicles or four-wheelers. Guess they like it down here. There's four of them. Looks like a whole family. One little bitty one. Little guy on that. Yep, there's a guy back with a beer cooler. Gotta wait on the trucks for just a little bit. They're almost keeping up. This is 3 miles, and then we've got to go out a rough road for a ways before we get on the good highway. And they're dumping at David's, and that leg's pretty slow.
He found it. His yield monitor's working right now. Something in the screen. Somehow a new task got created. 33 acres, 0 bushel, something. I don't know. Something screwy. Find out now.
A couple more went by. They must be having a cookout down on the river somewhere. Probably having a campfire going, telling some lies, don't you suppose? Maybe I ought to go see if they got some hot dogs.
We got really good picking today. Corn's getting really good and dry. It's 17 or so. I think you said one low was 16.1. So makes you slide through good. So we'll pick it up at around 45 to 4,800 bushel an hour. Moving right along. Really dusty and dry today. Had a little trouble with my yield monitor today. It started out today not showing enough yield. It was counting the right amount of pounds, but it wasn't calculating it right for some reason. I talked to him, thought maybe I had a corrupt card, so it needs to be a 4 gigabyte. They went to Walmart at Robinson, got a new one, but they didn't have that size. I think 16 gigabytes as low as they had, so meantime, while he's getting it, it started working. But one thing I did do, I shut the combine down when I got down the field and let it save everything to the card fresh. So maybe that fixed it. I don't know. All I know is everything's working good now. So I didn't try that card. It's the wrong size. When I come back to pick, I'll bring a 4 gigabyte from home. They tell me it has to be a 4 gig. I don't know what the difference is, but maybe that's what it is. Another thing, we're hauling with 2 trucks today, Lincoln Land, and they're keeping up. He just got back, or else he got the wagon full. Saturday, I don't know exactly what's going on, but evidently there's not as many people hauling in there today. So. No waiting today. Everything's sliding right through. Since we fooled with my monitor a while this morning, everything's ready to be going slick. Yep, going slick.
Just got a ride to almost where the bins are. Gonna run over there and get us our third truck again. We're getting a bigger field and a little bit farther away, so it's harder for them to keep up. So run over here, get a third truck just in case we need it. If we don't need it, it'll be over there for us to fill up tonight to take the ethanol plant Monday morning. Get back. He hasn't even had to stop yet, so that's good. We don't want him to stop, especially while Lincoln Land's open. Crank him out as fast as we can until then. Dust everywhere. Big day today. Gonna run the Salford with the cedar on it for the first time. Just keep, so I gotta come back get more seed. I want to run the tractor out, that'll be a lot faster and easier. Got her unfolded. Dad's out here hooking up the seed tender so we can get that filled up before we start. I'm gonna be running this one. Aaron over there, his first day working ground. First day maybe running a red tractor. Farm he was on before had green tractors. He's gonna be running the other. Jay's gonna take the ripper, run it up by Hudsonville where we had some ground tiled this past spring. Get that smoothed up. Dad's gonna mow, and the bean crew's gonna do what the bean crew does, cut beans. Doing this because Lincoln Land's closed today and we don't want to put too much in the bin too fast. All about timing. Dad's all hooked up to the seed tender, pulling it out. Big old behemoth. 4955 DXL. A lot of rye in it. We didn't know how much to buy. We bought a load. So I guess we better use it. Got her full. First time trying to run this, trying to figure out all the buttons. I'm gonna have to do some adjustments on that seed tender. It's I think it's more set up for beans. That rye comes out quick, and I'm just trying to top this thing off. But we're going. I do like how this thing pulls up nice and narrow going down the road. Even with that cedar on there, it's right in there. I think I might like that ladder coming off the front instead of the side. I'm not sure yet, just because I climbed up there to check it while it's folded up. It's a little difficult, but you can monkey in there.
We're in around the city of St. Francisville today. We got the north side of town down, now we're on the south side. See the water tower right there. Right over there's the city cemetery. That's where my mother and father and both of their daughter-in-laws are buried right there together. There's some trees. So we're going to have this done another 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Moving on north of the airport. The place there we call Young North.
Yeah, she's tearing it up pretty good. Got a decent little angle to her. I'm on 11. Think it's a work. Full. Yeah. Still got some playing to do. First pass. It'll take a while to get her tuned in. Rolling along. Think got her doing a good job. Got a couple washes just on the side of that same hill. I'm going to try and see here. See how that goes. Bring you back here. Some of my thoughts. People have asked where we're going to cover crop, where we're not. It's pretty sandy hills. City of St. Francis is right here. It's on a bump, on some limestone, sand on top of that, or sandstone, I mean. We got some washes down there. I worked it, then I went and I seeded it right through there. I worked it, seeded it right through there. And this hole, I'm working the inrows here, and this is super sandy. So I just got it kicked on my inrows for 2 of them here. Hopefully keep that from washing. Get back here, I can't even fight, maybe there's one. We're planting at 45 pounds an acre. I can't even find them back here, but you see it up here. So we're working the ground. There's our cedar. I'll go through in the cab later how we work it in there. It's got a blower on it. I can kick on and off hydraulically. Then in my Pro 700, I got a button I push whether it'll get the turn the meter rolls on or not. When I turn them on, it starts turning here, dropping it out in the tank. So then that air will blow it through these hoses back here and spreads it out right there. Hits these and hopefully covers everywhere, which you can see it here good. Looks like it's covering. It's gonna be pretty thick looking. I know a lot of people around here anyways, in the winter trying to keep soil erosion from happening, they'll plant weed up through it, which I think it does some good, but they're still in rows. This will actually be incorporated everywhere, so give her a shot. In theory, I sure think it'll work, but you never know till you try. Well, I'll show you on the screen how you do it. As long as you got your blower engaged hydraulically, which right now I don't, because I'm down here in the middle where it's flat, no cover crop needed, we don't think down here. So you just have that engaged. Right here, I have it all set up, 45 pounds an acre. That's how much I got left in my tank. I just hit it, the power button on, then it's on, so nothing to it. We have 2 screens in this one, because this is the one that ran the 2160 bean planter, and it wouldn't run through the 1200 monitor last year, but next year it is. So we already had 2 screens in here. They called and made sure we had the newest version of 1200, because this had to run through the 1200. But then they hooked it up to the 700, so I don't know. But I'm fine with that because now I got my guidance here. I got my cedar here. I can see both screens all the time, so pretty happy with it. A lot of times I've been wanting something like this for a while. I'm going around a field on the edge where I was like, oh, there's a little wash. I'll just leave it. But now I can actually work it and then seed it and hopefully eliminate it or make it better. Pretty happy with it right now. Just gotta show you here, there's a little one here. It's not much. It's debatable whether to do. I got my blower kicked on. Now I'm gonna kick it on there. And now we are seeding. We're putting cover our rye on right there. Cereal rye is what we're using. The only complaint I have right now, Salford, which they know about it, is having to push this button. I think they're gonna be getting us some foot pegs so we can just step on it. That's a lot better. And if you're doing a whole field, they do have the option of it kicks on, it's on while you're in the ground, kicks off when you pull out of the ground or pick it up. But since we're just doing spots, I prefer to do it manual. But need a foot peg, they're supposed to be getting this one. I'm sure they will.
Well, I'm mowing long ditches today. See how woolly this ditch looks along here? Go down through here, it looks so much better. Can't get it all, but you can sure get most of it. Just something that takes a lot of time. My day job till dark today. Because this tractor don't have much lights. I think it's got one back light.
Talking about St. Francisville being on that sand hill with sandstone underneath it, and then it all runs out right here. See, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riser pipes. I can't remember how many lines there are, but they're all super close, and it's still too wet to farm. Did all we could, made it a lot better. Wet hole's a lot smaller, but still can't get all of it. So minimum till at least breaks up a little bit of the plant debris. Get it rot a little faster, smooths it up, and it makes it a lot easier to work in the spring if you work it once in the fall. Kill some weeds too. Not like a ripper, but kill some of them. Just kick the irrigation on. Gonna sit it this way to where it already works so we can get it all worked. Aaron didn't hit the irrigation in his first field, so that's good. Mike's still holding on there just in case we need it. I think we might get another one of those. Maybe have the two old men have a race.
This is a ditch right along 40 acres here on blacktop. This is on the gravel side. To show you how bad it is. Grew up here the last couple of years. They've been mowed from the field side for 2 years. So show you what it looks like when I get in there.
Mush Rush, Bill Siegel, picking corn. Andy, this thing folds up tight. Moving fields. Fifth Farm, doing the exact same thing we're doing. I'm not sure what brand tool they got over there though. I don't know. Oh, he's got a case tractor, I know that much. Well, things are going good. Hey, I really like this tool, it does a good job. Dad's coming over to fill me up. You see him moving our way up there by the farm. We're gonna fill this back up.
All right, Garrett, that's a load.
I'll not near empty, but just soon I have to get it out next time. So come top it off. He's arrived. Got home, worked the ground by his house. He got done ripping. Aaron got done doing what he was doing with the Salford. So I'm about done. So couldn't pick corn today, but we got something done. Filling up. Back to picking corn today. We had 3 truck drivers because the bean crew's closer to the bin, so they only need 1. Garrett can keep up running 2 trucks, so Gordy's gonna come with us. Since we got 3 drivers, we're gonna head to Flat Rock since it's a little farther drive to Lincoln Land. And should be able to keep up. This will be good. Combine's gone, my turn. Double nozzling. Goes the first truck out. We load them up Saturday night. They take them straight in that ethanol plant this morning. Aaron's gonna be in that one. Got Jay rolling here, then Gordy will be here just a minute, take the green one. We got a driveline issue.
We're going to leave the immediate area there in Robinson and go down to Flat Rock because we can have 3 truck drivers for 3 days. We're going to have Gordy helping us. Next 3 days, we got to get that up this way for storage problems. A lot of it goes into Lincoln Land, so we're moving down there. I hate to move down and come back and then go back by there. That wasn't my plan, but that's what we're having to do because of logistics. So I'm on the road, headed down. Thing does go down the road good, about 24.5, so smooth, so not a bad trip.
Got back to the farm, so we're doing a little 100-hour greaser. David is, we're not, David is. We use this 1000 to 540 RPM adapter and an 1 5/16, I believe this is. Yep, deep well, 6-point. That'll get you on the spline for the feeder house so you can turn the chain and find those 2 greasers in there, which are not easy to get to, but they need to be taken care of. So we do that when it's handy and we can do it easily. Be heading to the field soon. Another wet morning. It'll dry off for a while.
We're at the Flat Rock. Picking next to holsters. Looks like they're getting after it right over there.
We're behind David's here, cutting on David's ground. See him coming at me there in the combine. Beans are 85 right here. It varies a lot here in the sand. See his buildings there in the background, the bins, barn, and machine shed. Still got some damage here. Haven't got that bin fixed yet. That's kind of causing some storage issues. See the bins there in front of me. The one closest is the one that's caved in. You can't hardly tell it from here, but it is. So we can't use that. Garrett's up there dumping the white peats on the dump right now. Black Bobo's sitting out here for us to dump in. So it's a good day, not a cloud in the sky. Still kind of dusty. Had that one shower that's got all the way, oh, I lied. There is one little cloud up there. We got a chance of rain Thursday night, a little bit Wednesday. So maybe we'll get a little shower there, we'll see. As long as it's not too much, a little bit's fine.
It took over 20-some days, but he finally got just a little bit on the cab. Cut through, he about made it. It's a good run, it's a good run.
Cheap taking movies.
Just saying how good a run you had, 25-some days, however long it's been. I was starting to think you might make it all year.
I just wanted to comment on my combine a little bit. I think I might have mentioned earlier sometime that I was having erratic speed on my spreader and my chopper. speed was erratic. It wasn't erratic, it just was reading erratic, jumping around. And that first day I had that hydraulic hose break. I had that, and then I had that slip clutch. Other than that, nothing has happened. I've picked, I don't know, 2,300 acres now. But my speed fixed itself, and I think it must have been that all that oil blowing out from that hose breaking got oil in a connection, is what we think anyway. And I'm having no problem with that now. So anyway, I like it when a problem fixes itself. It's kind of a good deal. We're up here at Flat Rock on the Rollings ground. It's extremely dusty. We're up on a nice hill. Have a pretty sight here with all the dust in the air and the sun. Being dusk in the west.
Well, we're just about done because we don't have no trucks. We don't have no trucks because the auger, tractor on the auger, the 1206, PTO is not there, I don't think. So PTO went out last year, thought we had it fixed, sound like it's going out again. So I'll have to bring another tractor up in the morning to run that. Auger going into the bins tomorrow evening, so pick the wagon full and hopefully catch a ride as the guys head south from Robinson home. We're at Flat Rock, it's in between. So that's it for tonight. That's it for this video. See you Sunday, 8 o'clock in the morning.